The Cramps, shoutingfire.com. Bob Zilla here with you on Sunday night. How the fuck are you people? Welcome, welcome. David is an artist, and he is bringing to the playa this year is MerKaBa portal. So the current portal sits how many?
I would say 12. I've seen as many as 8 in the smaller sculpture. So we realized we can put a DC generator in that thing, and we could harvest some hippie power. I learned all this shit within the last 6 months.
Are you an engineer?
No.
What's your background? You're building some seriously complicated shit
with a lot of serious
of course,
help. I just hooked up the solar panels, so we're going to be running most of our plug-in appliances off our battery bank and inverter. We've got orbitals going that are knocking off the burrs of our laser cut parts. Jill is scraping zinc off our galvy, and Luke and Ellie are fitting those onto our base. So we're doing pretty good. We're going to be working all day. We're at the build site with Amber and Pete, and we're trying to figure out a process for wet sanding the panels and buffing them out. So we stepped it up from 1,000 to 1,500, 2,000, and then this is 2,500. So we're going to do a side-by-side to see how far we really want to take it. Oh, hell no. Spraying everywhere. What a mess. Here, maybe that will work. We'll do a little wax on, wax off. All right, watch out for that death trap. There we go.
Which one are we talking about?
We're at the build site, and we've got people wet sanding, and we've got DM over there doing the buffing. So we're going to get through all these panels today and put us in a good position to start assembling everything tomorrow. We're wrapping up our first build day. We got MerKaBa up, with exception to 3 panels at the base, so we're going to work on those another day. It's Monday, and we've got all of our legs for the railing mounted up, and we've got all the railings welded up and fitted. So I'm going to take those in the shop tomorrow and finish them up. It's Tuesday. We're out here polishing up the rail with Pete, Amber. We hooked up some LEDs onto one segment of MerKaBa, so these things are going. They're sound responsive. What do you think of that?
Pretty awesome, dude.
Pretty awesome.
They look beautiful.
That's a shiny panel. We're cooking on this thing. Bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs.
We got her up in the air today, and sitting on the bearing. We've got the handle kind of mock-up installed. We ran into a problem with our hippie harvester. It is sticking out from where this panel's gonna be. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to notch the motor or move it in some way that's gonna fit. And we've got some LEDs embedded and working right now. So I'm gonna wait for it to get dark, and then I'm gonna turn these things on. Jay just got all of the LED strands laid out and powered up, so this is a really exciting moment in the build. Everything appears to be working, so we're gonna go grab some burritos. We just finished up our wiring, so we have our energy generation right here driven by the sprocket, and that is going to go to a bridge rectifier, which reverses the polarity or makes it constant. Goes to our charge controller, charges our batteries, and then also powers our 5-volt converters and our fuse blocks. So all of our LEDs are plugged into that, and they're protected, and this is looking pretty cool. I need to go eat something. And we ran into an issue with our generator. There's this gap between the
the plate that holds the generator and the post, but our neighbor Dave came by and said he's going to lay this up a bearing, so we'll have that in tomorrow, and that will solve some of these issues with the chain jumping. So that's what's going on.
It's Tuesday, and we're just tucking away all of the LEDs. So we've got the bottoms, and we're working our way up. Maybe we'll get it on the trailer tonight, so we'll see. We're out here, and we're gonna put MerKaBa on the trailer. And the way this is, we've got it winched up with the crane, and we are seating it into the corner right here. And as I back the trailer up, that's gonna lay the whole sculpture down flat on the bed. We're packed up. MerKaBa's on the trailer. Eli has been an incredible help, selflessly showing up and making all this happen. And I'm feeling really good about this. This is the best packing job I've ever done. So we've had a little issue with electrical on our trailer. And we've got our local automotive guy fixing that for us, and hopefully we're going to be out of here before noon.
We're so arrogant as a society that we can set aside thousands of years of human tradition and experience and wisdom working with the plant medicine. We just set it aside, turn them into criminal substances, and say we know everything. What a huge and stupid mistake that is.
We're out here in front of the artery, and that's MerKaBa on the trailer. And what they do here is they bring the artists in, they get their information, give them their driving passes, and then they're gonna take us out on a golf cart, and they're gonna show us where our placement is, and then we're gonna get busy. All right, guys, we're headed to our placement site, and we're just between the temple and the man. So we're following out our buddies right here, and we're gonna get started.
Yay! Woo! Everybody get in there.
It's pretty hot, so we're gonna head back to camp and regroup, and we're gonna be out here at 6:30, and we're gonna do evening install with lots of help. Is this what you wanted?
Cockity cock cock.
We're installing these 45-watt solar panels on the top edges of MerKaBa. I find these in a dumpster, and we're repurposing these to keep our installation charged and keep the lights on. Pull up. We're here with Eli, and we're going to drop by MerKaBa and try to get this thing off the trailer and on the base before sundown.
It matters to some people.
Nice meeting you, Freeze.
Okay.
So we've got MerKaBa on the base, spinning around freely. Right now, everybody's helping install the railings. Once we get this railing in, then we're going to start looking at some of the electrical, getting this finished up for tomorrow. It's Saturday morning, and there is a probably 20-mile-per-hour sustained wind that's coming right down our street. And we're warming up some breakfast, and we're going to get out of here shortly and start working on MerKaBa.
How many burners does it take to download photos from or video from the GoPro?
I don't know. I tried to watch a YouTube video about it.
Mouse, audio, other devices, ALD PC.
So we're headed to the job site, and the car's looking like total shit. So we're trying to get everything organized.
Maybe we can move it.
It was beautiful 45 minutes ago.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It still is. It's about 6 o'clock, and we've been hitting a bunch of issues with our LEDs because when we're clamping our panels down, that's sandwiching some of the connectors and giving us problems. So we've been going through and working all those out. Right now, me and Nick are working on our gears, and we've just doubled up our plies on our glass, so that hopefully that's going to make it a little more structural. It runs way smoother that way. Yeah. All right. Luke, where's your hard hat, bro?
Oh, I'm missing. It's missing in action.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, this thing is sick. Fuck yeah. We're at camp right now, and we just had breakfast, so we're gonna head out to the installation.
We've got like 3 LED strands that probably need to be replaced, and we need to do some work on our chain. So we'll be out there shortly. We're having some issues. It seems that our boost converter for the generator drained our battery overnight in the reverse direction. So right now we are trying to get our solar to get our battery back up, but the battery's so low that it thinks it's a 12-volt battery. So right now we're rigging something up to our van so we can plug it into a 24-volt battery bank, trick the computer into thinking that it's 24-volt, and then getting the solar working again. That's what's up.
It's 11 o'clock and we've given up on the chain. We're gonna have to pick that up again tomorrow, but we've got people spinning, the lights are on, and this is pretty awesome. We're just out here talking with people. So a good chunk of our camp just arrived this morning. I got my partner Terry and our friends Mike and Karen came in. Had a good cry. So we ate some breakfast and we're gonna be heading out to the installation, get that chain hooked up, and hopefully get this thing on autopilot. What's up, guys?
Like mango?
We got Luke. Hell yeah, I want a mango. We got Nick.
What's up?
We got Eli.
And we have new friends. Tourists.
Hey, I know you.
Me?
No, maybe not. Sorry.
What you got going on down there, dude?
We're doing the full MacGyver fuck it.
Oh.
We're popping some length out of the chain, which is going to minimize the amount of slack between our 2 sprockets.
Yeah, those sprockets.
And we talked with a chain wizard yesterday, David, who said that this would be the first line of attack, and then we're going to make sure everything's lined up and make sure our tensioners are tight, and then that should do it. That should get us making power.
And then we'll be full hippie power up in this piece.
Full hippie power.
Oh yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and we just blew up cute. Or went flying off.
So we are leaving the job site.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Hey,
You don't want to do me a massive solid, do you?
what's that? I gotta eat.
I was heading home to get some enchiladas, and I got waved down to save these guys in their broken down art car. So we're gonna take them back to their camp and get back home and get some grub. It's Tuesday and we're setting up our Playa Pet Adoption Center. We're a little bit late, but we've had our camp working gate and we've been doing the art installation. So we've got our Playa Pets right here, and people have been streaming through and picking these things up and giving them good homes. That's what's going on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. It's Thursday morning and we were heading to Setter Camp to meet up with some friends, and ran into our buddy Jay and his mother.
Mom.
And Pokey.
Yay.
So now we're, I guess we're cruising around in an art car and we're gonna check on MerKaBa.
Little burner hack, number 87.
No, this is 86.
86, sorry. Sorry.
Burner hack 86. If you need to tension a drive chain on a MerKaBa energy generator, take some baling wire and pull those links together to get that thing lined up, and then there it is. You get to drop your pin straight in, just like that.
Like a glove.
There it is. Cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Burner hack 86. We just got this chain hooked up, and this is the first group of people that's riding. So we're charging our batteries, and now we can turn up our lights and do some really cool light shows.
Did you hook it up with the
You want to speed up?
Speed up.
Yeah. Give him a push, DM. first day we didn't have anything better to do than clean up, and we just got the chain on yesterday, so that allows when the star spins, it charges the batteries. Yeah, all right, let's spin it.
So you've been charging what batteries for it to spin on its own?
For the LEDs.
Oh, I see.
But someone noted that I could reverse the current and then have the motor spin it as well.
I'm not spinning, but it's spinning. Fuck you.
Is that better? Yeah, that's the MerKaBa hack.
I have not seen that one yet.
I just got back from the installation. Somebody stood on the railing and busted out one of the end pieces, so I took that into the city and found some guys with a welder, beers and gears. Got it welded up and installed, so that's all fixed up and everything's running smoothly. So we're gonna figure out what's next. I'm out with MerKaBa and Mike, and we're doing some sundown photography, and MerKaBa with the lubed up bearings and chain is spinning on its own in a really mild breeze, so that's beautiful. Things just doing its own thing, and then that means we get to go party.
MerKaBa station!
Yeah! It's Friday, and we just got back into camp, and we have one of our pop-ups going right now, La Destillateur. So we've got our unsuspecting participants right here, and we're serving them some little bites to eat and having some fun with it.
You want me to jiggle my thigh?
Yeah, I do. we got it.
Look at that. Your butt cheeks are jiggling. Okay, no, we're bringing this to you. We're just practicing.
We just got done doing some photos with MerKaBa. Luke shows up from his shift at the bakery. We got Eli. So maybe we'll head out, find some food and find some fun.
He's always like the one that comes through the mist. You know? His first day was walking after damage to everything. Today it's like,
we're out here at MerKaBa for sunrise. That's setting up to be magnificent. People are in there spinning around. Got to play around with some LEDs. What's going on here? Nice. It's badass, guys. Just burned last night, and we postponed our disassembly because a bunch of people were still riding MerKaBa. So now we're heading out there. We're gonna set up some shade and start tearing this thing down. We got back to camp. Everyone's packing up. I think we're gonna stay the night, leave in the morning. The rest of our camp is heading out. So this is it, and it's been a wonderful experience bringing art and building community out here. So we'll see what happens next year. We're back at the build site with MerKaBa. The owner is going to allow us to keep her here until we figure out where the next destination is going to be. And just wanted to say thank you to everyone that showed up and helped out or donated or rode around. It really was cool seeing this thing spinning nonstop. And well, thanks
thank you for following the project. I love you all. So stay tuned.